So I've been asked about getting the spinners out in the top of these and also how to change the light bulbs in the top. So I will pull this out and show you how we do it. So first thing is we need to get the lid open. Before I remove any screws or wires or whatnot, I'll just kind of give you a brief overview of what we're going after. If you look up underneath, you're going to see a 1/4 inch bolt or screw at the top on both sides, hooked to a little bracket there, and you've got this one here, and then at the back you're going to see one here and one here. All right, so the first thing we got to do is get the power connector uncoupled, and even though this is on the lighting and motor, I unplug these machines when any connection is broke apart. The first one to take apart is, actually the first and only one to take apart is this one here, and you'll just simply squeeze this, open those ends up and wiggle it back and forth and it'll pull out. The second wire we will get to for the lighting once we get the unit loose. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and take all 4 of these out. Whilst you're taking those 4 screws out, you do need to support this unit from below. Be very careful because the bottom here is plastic, and you know how this plastic gets brittle. After those 4 screws are out, you're going to be able to hold that thing in your hand. Now we've got one more wire here, and that will just simply slide off. And once you have that wire off, that's all there is to it. Now you're inside of the unit. Now if you're going to change these CDs, some people like to put something in there with actual songs listed on it or their favorite band. You can gently turn them to get them into position. And guys, you got to be very careful with these because these little plastic bars that are holding these are pushing 30 years old. So while I'm trying to do this with a phone, but you're going to push gently in on the bottom here of the CD, or in the hole there, gently, and merely lift up while you're doing that, and that'll pull it loose. And now we've got it loose of the bar. So, but again, be very, very careful, because if you snap one of those, then it's a trip to eBay. And then just set the CD back in. In the groove there, and I'm sorry, my video is gonna suck. Set it back in the groove, get your top portion in, bottom portion in, and gently pop it back down, like so. And it's back in place. As far as the lights go, so the lights on these work in pairs. So these 2 work together, these 2 work together, these 2 work together, and these 2 work together. So if you pull one of these out, if I pull this one out, this one on the end is going to go out. If I've got a bad bulb in this one's going to go out. So you end up changing these in pairs usually. So to put it back in, we're going to set that back up inside the machine just like we pulled it back down. Put this wire on first, because you can't get to it once you shove the unit back up inside. And then put your bolts back in, front and back, and reconnect your wire harness. If you have any questions, give a shout out.